Hey guys, welcome to another episode of YouTube. It's December the 11th, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the price of Bitcoin and why I actually think we're a lot more bullish than a lot of people are thinking right now. I think a lot of people are expecting a bigger pullback, and I'm going to talk about the possibility of that pullback not coming. And I'm also going to go into the details of my current long position, why I took it, that sort of stuff, you guys. If that sounds interesting to you, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and with that, let's get it. Alright guys, I'm going to start off by looking at my 4-hour chart here, and you know that I've been outlining this purple trading range for quite a few videos now, and I had mentioned the possibility if we drop this purple support line that I did think we would retest this green horizontal line around 16K, which also happens to be a 382 of the current swing low to high. But right now, guys, even though we dropped, let's see here, we had this little bit of a wedge here that we dropped, retested as resistance, dropped, then we even tested this purple line as support again and actually dropped it, got candle body, 2 candle body closes below that support, and the Bears never seized that opportunity. In my opinion, that was a very strong level of support, and the fact that we broke it and then just got back above it right now, we're kind of trying to get back into it right now. There is a little bit of wiggle room, let's say a little room for error. So there is the possibility, guys, that it's more something like this, and we are about to get rejected right now and drop down to the 16K level. But generally how I have my trend lines mapped out, we're kind of right around the point of breaking out of that right now. So we're going to have to see how that goes. It just seems to me like this might be one of those times where it's a fake out. We drop down below, but then start closing candle bodies above here and get some sort of an inverse head and shoulders, some sort of a falling wedge here, and break out from there and carry back on towards the upside, possibly testing new all-time highs again. Especially if we get to the top of this range again, we'll easily be clearing 20,000 if that is the case, you guys. Now what I want to point out, let me just clean this up a little bit, is I have this green box outline, kind of the kill zone of which is the wick of this candle here. And that's kind of how I like to draw my support boxes a lot of times, to look for a bit of a double bottom. And look at that, guys. We totally got this double bottom in my box that I had mapped out. Not only that, but this green candle was an engulfing candle that eclipsed that entire candle and wick on the way back up. We have this bullish divergence on the RSI going from oversold back into the regular territory. That's 3 indications, in my opinion, guys, that there could be more gas in the tank and the bulls are ready to step back in right now. I'm going to zoom into my 15-minute chart here. The first thing I want to point out on this chart, you guys, is this red channel. I actually mentioned it in real time on my Twitter, so if you don't follow me on Twitter, you should. I post some of my technical analysis if I can't get here to make an entire video about it. It's just a little easier for me sometimes. But anyways, I posted this bit of a triangle, and I said that if we dropped, we might be testing the bottom of this red channel again. And then I actually posted again more in detail. I posted exactly how I was going to be playing that, you guys. I said I was going to start laddering in small positions between 18,000 and 17.5 thousand, and we actually bottomed out around 17,550. So my average entry on my position ended up being about 17,800. And if I zoom in even further, kind of to where I was taking these trades, oh, sorry about that. So if I zoom right in after we broke that original triangle, and we did perfectly tested my red line. Again, it's yellow now just because I drew a wedge over top of it, but that is the red line mapped out over it. You can see absolutely perfect touch, guys, just pinpoint accurate again. Now you can see here, guys, that here's my average entry, and I actually started taking a bit of profits here, which I mentioned on my Twitter as well. You might be thinking that's not a very big move. Why are you taking profits already? Guys, I'm playing the range of this triangle right now. There's a chance we're getting rejected right now. And you know what? Since I use high leverage, like a 10x trade that I'm in right now, that is a 10 or 11% move, so I have no problems locking that in because I can pretty much do that every day, so I don't mind taking a portion of my profits and letting the rest ride. Usually I would update the rest of my stop loss to break even, but right now I'm just leaving it below this bit of a wedge, and if anything, I'm going to be kind of looking to ladder back into my position, or also if we do end up breaking out, because now, well, we do have over 3 touch points, guys. We have our touch points back here, we have these guys here, and now we're touching it again. So at this point, really, if we could get a break above and then get some sort of a retest of this wedge, I would also love to add to my position, because then I think we are going to be looking at testing possibly closer to the top of this red range again, which is getting closer to 19,000. And guys, speaking of that, if I just zoom out a little ways, this is just a falling wedge inside another falling wedge, in my opinion. This looks more like a parallel channel, but if you really zoom out, it is just narrowing very slowly. But either way, in my opinion, that's more of a wedge. We're not really getting that sharp dump that everyone was expecting. And if anything, in my opinion, guys, the bears have kind of missed their opportunity. So we're going to have to see how this plays out tonight. I wouldn't be all too surprised if right now we get rejected and we just end up coiling up in this wedge longer. Really, there may even be the chance that we dip below and get that fake out and then carry on higher, just like I've pointed out in previous videos before. All stuff to watch for, guys. But either way, I'm not looking at this super bearish right now. I'm not willing to short. I am willing to sit on the sidelines, take my profits, or whatever, cut my losses if I have to, stuff like that. But I am still very bullish on the macro trend, guys. So even on these micro swings, I'm more what I'm doing rather than looking to take all my profits when I think I should be. I do want to leave a little bit open just because I think there is such a good opportunity that if we start getting back towards all-time highs, I might end up in a very nice position by letting it ride a little bit. So I do like taking a bunch of profits early, but I do like to let some ride if I can. That's just kind of my personal trading style. That being said, guys, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research, form your own opinions. I'm just showing you what I'm looking at and what I'm kind of doing. So you always have the final say on what you're trading and what you're not. That being said, guys, I just kind of wanted to point this out because I do think either tonight or early tomorrow even we should probably see some sort of a breakout of this yellow wedge here, and hopefully it is to the upside. I'd love to play some more bullish positions because, like I said, I'm not willing to short right now. That being said, if it goes down, I'll just be looking for more wedges and triangles and that sort of stuff, double bottoms, just looking to get into more long entries, guys, because it's been working out for me very well since calling out this macro trend back in June. If you want to see some previous analysis, you can go back. I basically remained the exact same opinion on this trend since June. And if you haven't seen my macro analysis, check it out. It's in the description below. I think it's a very important fractal pattern. Sorry, my cat's been in here wanting to be on the video as well today. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to say, guys. And if you appreciate this content, if you could please just give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and follow me on Twitter if you're on there. And other than that, I'm out. Stay safe, my friends. Peace.